All right, we are going to get started and we want to respect people's time. So we're going to get started. And then whoever wants to hop on after, you guys can hop on after. Sorry for my lack of makeup. It is because we are going to be doing our glamour training right after this, just in time for the holidays. So that's why I'm not wearing anything at all. I just wash my face. I'm going to open up in prayer and then we can get started. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to give you thanks for another day that we get to fellowship together. Want to thank you so much for all that you have poured into us, that we also live to see another year. Oh my goodness, God, this year is almost ended and we are in the month of December where we get to celebrate Jesus's birth. So God, we thank you so much for this area. We thank you for the hummingbird unit. We thank you for the sisterhood that we have. And we pray that you continue to pour down your many blessings on us. And we continue to focus on you and give you thanks, God. Sometimes we forget about the blessings that you pour down on us. And we only cry out to you during the bad times. But God, we want to also thank you during the good times as well. So we thank you so much in advance for the victory. We thank you, God, for blessing our air and blessing our unit. And thank you, God, for helping us to break records. I know you have great things in store for us, just for us to reach out for it and to grow towards those goals. So thank you, God. All these things we ask your son, Jesus Christ. Amen. So we are excited because this is the last month of the year, 2022. And I'm super excited because you're never going to see this month again. You're never going to see this day again. Today is December 1st. And I'm excited because tomorrow I'm going to have a 9-year-old. Oh my goodness, my only 9-year-old. I'm going to be celebrating that tomorrow as well. But before we do that, we want to just give some shout out to some birthdays last month. We didn't get to fully celebrate. We have Chillian. She had her birthday yesterday. And so Chillian, we want to wish you a happy birthday. And Corrine also had her birthday last month as well. And all this December babies, we want to celebrate you for this month. But for the November babies and December babies, we want to celebrate you as well. So happy birthday. Next thing I wanted to mention, Feel the Power. You guys have heard us talk about Feel the Power. Feel the Power, it's coming up. Registration has been extended to December 15th. And so that is when you can put your deposit down, December 15th, and then January is the deadline to pay. So don't wait till last minute. I'm already registered. Oh no, I'm lying. I didn't register yet, but I'm going to be registered. So don't worry, I will be registered. And that is February 10 to 12. That's Feel the Power. January is Nashville. That's when we have our leadership event, and that's January 18 to 21st. So let me see if I can pull that up, and then I will share my screen so you guys get to see that. But we need to be reminded of that because it is just coming up so fast, you guys. I mean, I just can't keep up. It is. This year just flew by like crazy. So let me share so you can see the screen. And so this is the Feel the Power reminder. It is in Destin, Florida. And I mean, the deadline is December 15th. And of course, it's the same deadline as Star Quarter. We're going to talk about that as well. And so you can register until the 27th with a late fee. But if you register now, the full payment is until January 2nd. And then after that, you can still register, but you will be assessed a late fee until January 27th. So don't wait so that you don't get that late fee. And I'm gonna also pull up so you guys can see for, let's see. We talked about Nashville, and so that is Nashville Bound. That is our leadership event. That is 18 to the 21st. So we have that going on. The next thing I wanted to mention is Golden Rule. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at this, you guys. So for the month of December, look at what you get. You get that beautiful bracelet. And I love how, you know, every month they're changing. They're not doing the same thing every month. So 1 month you could get a bracelet, 1 month you could get a necklace, 1 month you get a keychain. And so I love how every month it's something different. And when you're consistent, you also get you get a gift for that. You get jewelry. Who doesn't love jewelry? So I love the fact that every month you're consistent, you get jewelry for that as well. The other thing I wanted to mention, the Star Quarter. Star Consultants. Wow, I'm gonna just zoom in so you guys can see what you are getting. Stars. By the way, Star Consultant. So even those that are new, Star Consultant is every quarter you get to earn fabulous prizes. You can save up those points. You can use it for trips. You can use it for money, gift cards. Some of these gifts, you could use it as gifts for the holidays. So that's what I love about the Star Consultant program, is that you can use those points if you don't want to get any of these. Look at the prizes. Pearl. If you're a Pearl Star, you can get the luggage. You have the massage cushion. Ooh, I think I need that. I think I need that. I didn't realize that that was one of the ones there. And this is an air fryer. I mean, so you have all these prizes that you can get when you're a Pearl Star. Look at all this dish. If you had to buy this, you know how expensive that would be. But I love the fact that you can mix and match. And if you don't want any of the prizes, then you can get the points. And I know sometimes too, they'll bring back some of the older prizes if they weren't all used. But look at this. You have Chromecast. You can do streaming. You can get Kate Spade sunglasses. I mean, the prizes are endless that you get. So the Star Quarter ends December 15th. And so that is the last day that you get to wrap up Star. And so I would always say strive to be a star, because when you are a star, that means that it's easier for you to go on Target for your car. And also you get referrals from the company. That's the other thing. When you're a star, you get the fabulous prizes. And also it means that you have products on hand. You have stuff on hand to supply your customers. The other thing I wanted to mention, what is coming up Monday, we have our makeup night. So even though we're doing our own meeting, we're going to do Monday night. Every Monday we have something going on. We have makeup Mondays. We have women's celebration. We have a ton of stuff every Monday. So you can always count on something happening on Monday. So that is Monday. And 8 o'clock is training. And then 8:30 is when guests can hop on. So make sure you start inviting people for that. Also, don't forget that we do get a mystery box. So when you order before the 15th or add a new team member before the 15th, so at least 300 or more, and add one new team member or more before the 15th, you do get a mystery box from me. So those are going to be getting mailed out. And then also, before I forget, we also have the adopted grandparents. So there's a lot of stuff going on in December. Adopted grandparent program. If you haven't heard, call me or text me and say, Kenisha, what is the adopted grandparent? So that's where we kind of took on some nursing homes here in Palm Beach. And, you know, you can do it wherever you have another location, you can do it in your location too. And that's where we get sponsors for the grandparents, and we give them care packages, and we find out how many people are in that facility, and we give care packages to them. And the reason we do that is because there's a lot of people that do not have visitors, that their kids sometimes don't call, they don't visit, and we go in, we sing to them, we have on Santa hats, and we give them the care package, and we just recognize them. I mean, we don't want to just do that once a year, but it is a way to give back, you know. So any opportunity you get to give back, it's always nice. So talk with your consultant, or consultant, you can also be one of your own sponsors. I usually sponsor every year, and to see the smile on their faces, to see the tears, it's just incredible. You cannot beat that. And then last but not least, for announcements, is our potluck. So I was thinking the 16th, but the person that's hosting, she is recommending for that Friday. I'm sorry, I was recommending the 15th, but the hostess, she thinks Friday would be better for her. So that would be on the 16th. So that's Friday the 16th, starting at 6:30 is our potluck night. So I will share the flyer, and the information is on the flyer. And so everybody gets to bring a dish, you get to fellowship. We also play the white elephant game, and you get to have fun. And so all good all stars, you are welcome to join us as we celebrate and wrap up the year and just get to know each other. I think COVID has not allowed us the ability um, to to be together and just fellowship. So we're gonna make sure that we get to do that. All right. So that is on the 16th. So I will send out the information for that. All right. So training wise, one of the things I wanted to train on was with Instagram postings for the holidays. I have shared some videos, I have shared pictures, I have shared the wording. And so this is like the perfect time to maximize. This is the perfect time to golden rule achieve. This is the perfect time to wrap up the year and just get the gifts out. You have a supplier and you are the supplier. You can supply gifts to family and friends. You can, if you need gifts for yourself to give to people, you can be the supplier of that. And one of the best things you can do is take advantage of your own business and be the supplier of the gifts that you already have in store. So that's what I would recommend. Hey, Natalia, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Yeah, I started, and so one of the things I did, I'm streaming it from the beginning. So anything that you missed, you can always refresh and look. But a couple of the things I mentioned was Feel the Power dates, upcoming events. So Monday we have our Monday night event where I'm going to be sharing some on-trend stuff for the holidays, how to make sure your makeup stays put for the holidays. So that's going to be fun. And I already prayed. We didn't get to share any wins for the week. So if you would like to go ahead and share your wins for the week, and then we could go right into the training. You came on at the perfect
time. Well, I had 2 orders yesterday. I had a men's kit, somebody that I've been telling about my business for like the longest while. And he finally messaged me. He said, okay, this is what I want. Send me the order. Send me how much I have to give you so I don't have to hear you fussing at me no more.
Yep. Persistence pays off.
Yes. And then my sister, she's a repeat customer. She's like, can you please put me on reorder, because when my stuff run out and I don't have it, I see the difference in my face. So please put me on reorder. So that was good.
Aww.
And I got a gift basket order from one of her coworkers that saw a gift set that I gave her for Christmas last year. So
nice. So you see exactly what you just shared. Congratulations, by the way. Exactly what you just said. And I remember sharing that on the group where I was saying, when you give somebody a gift, even if it's from you, with Mary Kay stuff in there, people see that. I just got a Christmas order that I have to mail out. But even people that order their regular products, when you wrap it up nice and cute and put something, holiday in there, it makes them feel so good. And so those people will end up ordering from you, like what Natalia has in her case, where they order from you for the holidays. So I love that. One of the things let me see if I can pull it up. I love this idea where I think it's on AAA, where they gave you like, oh yeah, here it is. Because as you guys know, Star Quarter is ending on the 15th. So let me just share my screen so you guys can see that. So this is a great idea on how to wrap up Star. You see, and this reminded me of when you said what you said, Natalia, when you said put you on repeat. Imagine you have somebody that's on a reorder for the mascaras, because they should be replaced every 3 months, right? Because bacteria can build up. So if you have somebody on your mascara, part of your mascara club, so every time, you can make a note of when they purchase mascara, and then for every, certain amount, like say every 10 that they purchase or whatever you want to do, you give them a free one. or they can get a free eye makeup remover. I would love to give the eye makeup remover because then that could be a reorder as well. You know, so that's one of the things. You can have them on your mascara. You can have them on your mascara club and reorder when every 3 months. You can say, okay, every 3 months, I'm going to be sending you out new mascara. And then when you get up to 10, you get free blank, right? So I think that's a great idea. I actually love that idea. And I'm going to also share it with our group as well. All right, awesome. All right, so in terms of what where's my gift? I want to give you an idea. So for the holidays, I think this is a great idea. Let me see if I can. The gift box, the beauty box, is a great idea to use for the holidays, because what I like about it, I hate this thing. What I like about it is that, oh yeah, there we go. I can put it in front of me. It's that it has the headband in here. It has the headband. It has the clay mask. I mean, and as a consultant, you're not paying full price. So really, you're paying 20-something bucks for this. So if you have a budget and you're like, I don't want to spend more than 20 bucks for this person, then you can literally give them this. It has the clay mask. It has the glazed highlighting, chroma fusion highlighter. It has a satin body scrub, which I'm actually using that right now. And it has, what is this, lip gloss, and Fancy Nancy. And what I like is the Fancy Nancy, anybody, any skin color, and it looks good on everybody. And so this can be something you wrap nice and cute and just use that as a gift, right? So that is the beauty box, the Mary Kay beauty box that they came out with. So that is something great that you can do for the holidays. You have seen my pictures. Feel free. Some of the pictures are borrowed, so feel free to use some of those pictures and post them, because during the holiday time, it is the best time to make some extra income. Because guess what? People are spending money on Amazon, spending money on other websites. So why not let them shop with you, right? So those are just some examples. Oh, we mentioned about the potluck. Natalia, I guess you'll have to have your own potluck. But in terms of ways that you can work your business this month, so look around. Are they having any fairs? Are they having any parades? Are they having any shows? And if so, can you be a vendor? And if you are a vendor, can you bring other team members with you? You can bring people, you can share the cost, right? So if you don't want to spend a ton of money and you just want to share the cost, that's something you can do. You can share that with team members. And that's what we're doing this weekend. We have a couple of events coming up. We're sharing the cost because we have team members and we can split the leads. There's more than enough business to go around, you guys. So when you have events, you can definitely share it with others. Posting daily. So one of the things that that I realized because I have a business Facebook, I have a regular Facebook, and I don't have a business Instagram and TikTok, but I do have regular. Now, with the business one, people that are not just friends can also see your posts. Now, one of the things I noticed that whenever I post stuff, it will tell me like your viewers, your new viewers. It will also tell me new people that looked at my post, and it will tell me if it increased or decreased that week. And it also gives me suggestions. So I'm telling you this because you can really use this to maximize the holidays. So what I like about what we have, the Hootsuite, is you can schedule the stuff to post for you. You could post different content. So what they recommended was that you post not just a post, right? Because when you do a post, you do your wording, and when you do a post, you can always apply to you. So show yourself maybe using the product, or put a verbiage. Don't just post a picture and leave it alone. Put a verbiage or a description. And you can also include your website as well, right? Or put your website in your bio. That's the other thing you could do. Put your website in your bio, and they can contact you. I just realized on Instagram that my website wasn't in my bio. I thought it was. I had it in another section, but not in my bio. So make sure that it's there. So what they recommend is that you switch it up. So sometimes you do a post, sometimes you do reels, sometimes you do stories. And so when I started doing that, I actually got new viewers. I got new people to view the page and to interact. And so when those people came on and did that, then I added them. You know, I could add them to my friend list or request that. So those are some great ideas. So if you're not doing that yet, WhatsApp is also one. Let me not forget that I use to post my status, and people are watching. I'm telling you, don't think like right, Natalia, she could attest to that. People are watching. Do you have, so these are some things that you got to check. Remember, at the end of the year, you want to make a note of your mileage, because you're going to subtract the beginning and the end. And of course, at the start of the new year, you want to make a note of your mileage as well. Because, right, you're maximizing your write-offs. You're maximizing by orders. Like, who are you giving gifts to? So you want to order from yourself so you can use those as marketing and write off those gifts that you're giving. Do you have enough business cards or flyers to give out? Do you have enough catalogs? People do ask for catalogs. I was out today with a patient, and she asked me for a catalog because she saw, and this lady's 90, she saw Mary Kay logo on my car. And she said, oh my God, do you have a catalog? I love Mary Kay. So yes, I had one. Go ahead.
No, I said, I'm glad you said that, because I needed to remember to order my business card. So I'm glad you said that.
Yes. So I ran out too. I don't have a lot left, but I need business cards and labels. That's the other thing. So I usually get those together. And the fact that I'm running out of business card, that's a good sign. It means that, you know, I'm like getting in front of people, because when I do my auctions or events, like I have a couple events this weekend, I want to make sure I have enough of those to give out. Also wearing your Mary Kay logo or your Mary Kay pin. I mentioned that already. Have a shopping show. So one of the things I do for the holidays, I'll do trunk shows. So I'll dress up my trunk, and I've done this before. You go to car wash where people have to wait anyway, or you can go to dealers, or you can go to mechanic shops, because those guys work probably 6 days a week. They don't have a lot of time to shop. When they leave, they leave late. They're probably tired. And so if you can make it easier for them, trust me, they thank you. I remember one year I went down in Broward to show my stuff around, and I remember pulling up to my sister's house, and I said, oh, you want to see some of the gifts that I wrapped? Because I was gonna go, you know, show them and get them sold. And she said, can I buy some of these from you? And she literally bought most of the stuff that was in the car. She turned around and thanked me. She said, thank you so much. This made my job so much easier. Because, you know, they were wrapped nice. They even had a gift tag so that she could fill it out, and she could fill it out and just give that to the person. The other thing you could do, anybody that's your regular client or customer, you can ask them to plan shows for you. So one of the ladies that I know that orders from me regularly, she doesn't order like big stuff, but it's okay. We're grateful for the little bit. We're thankful. She actually reached out to me and said she wanted to do something, pamper the girls, and you know, invite a couple of her girlfriends over. So that's something that you can initiate with your clients as well. Oh, this one is interesting. It was saying that if you live near airline headquarters, you can contact them in regards to doing glamour training with stewards. So this is actually, I don't know how I never saw this one. This is a great idea, because I remember back in the day, they always made sure, I don't know, nowadays they kind of changed a little bit. They made sure that the stewardess, they had on their full makeup. Now I see people without makeup, but I remember Air Jamaica was one of the airlines. They always made sure that the flight attendant was fully made up. And I used to admire them. The women were beautiful, but their makeup was always on point. So that's something you can do too. For the holidays, I usually go to any of my offices, my doctor's offices, my dentist, my dermatologist, and I do like little packages. And so it can be, I don't know if you guys have seen the from Pink Printing or my girlfriend's house. They have these clear bags or the bags with the patterns on them. You could put a catalog in there. You could put a gift certificate in there. Like a holiday gift certificate. You could print those out yourself. You can include that in there. And you can, as a thank you, say thank you for supporting me or for servicing me throughout the year. And I've gotten orders from that. And some of the orders I knew it was from that, but I don't even know these people. So that's the other thing you can do. You can give those packages out, have a couple of them prepared. So you put your business card in there, you put your catalog, you put samples. You can even put some of those section 2 items. If you have any on hand, put some of those section 2 items in there. And of course, you can include, of course, something, something for them to make sure they keep in contact with you. So that's what I would do. I would have a bunch of them made up and give those out. So those are great ideas. You can have your partner promote for you at work. So Natalia, I know that your partner, Anthony, right, is always, I know I see him wearing the charcoal mask.
Yes.
Yes. And the fact that he loves it, and especially people comment on his skin, that's like a great marketing tool right there. But you can have your partner promote your products for you, especially for the holidays. You can host an open house. You can host a fundraiser for your favorite charity. That's the other thing. Like if you have a favorite charity, you can host a fundraiser. So next week, I have a ornament exchange event to go to. I've never been to one of these. And apparently what it is, it's benefiting a great cause, of course. And then you bring ornaments, and these are new ornaments, and you do an ornament exchange. And then they're gonna do like auctions after that. So I'm actually donating a basket that can be raffled off to their foundation.
Let me ask you, how do you get to be how do you even get involved in donating a basket in a raffle like that?
So first of all, how do I even know about the event?
Mm-hmm.
So the event was, somebody invited me to one. And after I went to that one event, that's when I got invited to others. So that one event led up to others as well. You can look in your area and see if they have any local auctions going on, or even if you don't do an auction, you can look for on Eventbrite to see what events are going on. You can look in your Chamber of Commerce to see what events are going on. You can look for bridal expos. I think the first one in this area is coming up this month. So like December and all the way till summertime is when you're going to probably see a lot of bridal events. And so from those events, you'll start getting even information about other events as well. So I would say just get started. So maybe you could do a Google search, or some people go on Facebook and they're part of the Facebook group. Like I'm part of the Wellington group in Facebook. So whenever any events are going on locally, they post it in that group as well. So those are different ways that you can do it. And I would say if you could do like a couple events a month, that's a great way to get some.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And just stay consistent with it,
Okay.
Because you cannot have too many customers. Sometimes, and this is, I learned from Gloria Mayfield Banks. She's like, yeah, you may have 100 customers, but what about just continuing and get even new customers too, in addition? Like, why would you just stop and just settle for the customers you already have when you can gain new customers?
Absolutely.
So that was something I learned from her. So the other thing, Natalia, is your daughter's school having anything? I know that you're good about giving the teachers gifts and Mary Kay stuff, and I think you've probably gotten reorders from that, or like maybe they love Mary Kay and just they lost their consultant. Now you gave them a Mary Kay gift, they're excited about that.
Yeah, her teacher already said she likes Mary Kay. I sent her a catalog.
You see? So exactly what I mentioned. So don't be afraid to do that. Um, one of the things I've seen people do before, I haven't done this, is you have silent hostesses. And so what they'll do is the silent hostess, you give them a catalog, you give them like, you give them receipts, and you tell them, have 10 people, share this with 10 people. And so they'll be a silent hostess. And some of those people, they'll come back with like $600 in sales for you. And so you can give them a discount on their products, or you can give them a free gift as the fact that they're silent hostess. I think one consultant, she did $100 worth of free stuff. So if, when they get 10 people to buy. So that's something you can do, silent hostess, especially if the person is out of town, right? What about if you send it to them, silent hostess package, and you have them do it from out of town? So that's something that you can do. Oh, so fragrance surveys. This was one way that I was able to get clients to before. I have these fragrance bottles that I bought on Amazon. And what I do, because some of the fragrances that Mary Kay has, they don't have the sample size. And I filled it up and I was able to give those out and people loved it. And so, that's something you can do. You can do fragrance surveys, give out the fragrance, the mini, you put your little samples in there. Some people even sprayed on cotton ball and said, oh my gosh, I would love to get your opinion on what your thoughts are on this fragrance. And you get their information and you can call them and follow up. And that's a lead right there. You could book a fragrance party. So that's another thing. For the holidays, I actually do have a lot of people that ask for fragrances because that's something simple. It's something simple to put together. Look at what the stores do. Think about when you're going to Macy's and they put those fragrances on top of the box and they wrap it, right, Natalia? You probably did that when you worked in retail.
I surely did.
They don't have anything there, but it looks like a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a marketing strategy. So they have the empty container and then they put the perfume on top of it and then they wrap it and tie it real cute and put a Christmas decoration on it and boom, they're done.
All in a day.
Yeah, they don't put anything else in there. So that's something that we can do. And I've had good results with the Illuminate. The Illuminate, you smelt it, right, Natalia?
No, I have not. And I was looking at, I placed my order last night, but I was looking at the perfume and the body butter or the souffle.
Yeah. Yes. Even if you just get one of those, I'm telling you, men, when I've had people smell it, men and women, like one lady ordered it just because she saw my post, right? Another person, when she ordered it because she's, hi, Alex.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
You can see me? That's not good.
No, I can't see you. We just
you
hear you.
That's
no, I can't.
Okay.
Nope, I can't see you. But we hear you though.
Yeah. Just finished work. So.
Aw, long day, huh?
Yeah.
Aw. Well, you know what? You missed we're thinking for our holiday party, the 16th. The person that's hosting it. Would that work for you?
16th? Yeah, it's on a
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do it that Thursday, but she said the Friday would work out better. So I said, okay, we'll see how many people will come. And we're doing the white elephant gift exchange. I'll talk more about it. Yep. So the fragrances. So Alex, we're talking about different strategies for the holidays.
Okay,
so the fragrances, the Illuminate is a top seller because, Natalia, it's not just cologne, it's perfume, and it stays on. My twin loves it. Every time she comes up here, she's wearing it. People stop you and ask you what you're wearing. It smells amazing. And men and women, when they try all our fragrances, they usually come back to the fact that the Illuminate is the bomb. It smells amazing.
I want to go order one right now.
You need to. No, just trust me on this one. If you order that Illuminate and the souffle, you won't even have, like they say, hand to sell it. Just you wearing it alone, or have Anthony smell it. Men and women, when they smell that, they love it. Both sexes.
But the Illuminate, it comes in a cologne and a perfume for men and women?
No, it's just women, and it comes in the souffle. But men, when they're buying it for somebody, they like it too. It's one of the ones they usually pick.
Okay, I have to look at, because I know there's one that it comes in the male and the female.
That's Cityscape. That smells good too. But Illuminate is, yeah.
It's on another level.
It's on another level, yeah. It's when they came out with that one, I said, oh my God, Mary Kay, you stepped it up a notch here when you came out with that. But for the holidays, the color is nice. So what are the things that I do? I think, let me bring it and show you. Excuse me, guys. Let me just show you what I did it. So it comes in a beautiful package. And what I like to do is, this is the box. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take it out of the box. The color is beautiful because it comes in a red jar like that. This is the souffle. And I will wrap it. Sometimes if say you're only showing this by itself, which anybody that tries this by itself, they usually come back and say, where's the perfume? So you can even put a bow around it like that, and boom, there's your gift there. Or you could put them together in a nice little basket. What you can do, even if you don't have a basket, the Mary Kay box that they have, beautiful. You could put some shredded paper or noodles in there, and you put this in there and tie it up nice and cute, and that's it. You're done. You could put a Christmas ornament in there, and there you have your gift. And that's it's sold for $99. As a consultant, of course, you get everything half off. So it is, trust me, it's one of the ones that you might find will go the quickest. And people come back and order it. Like they ordered for their family, for themselves, and they come back and order it. All right. So Alex, you were like going over different ideas of what you can do for the holidays. You could place your flyers if you have Mary Kay flyers, or, which by the way, they are on InTouch. You can customize flyers on InTouch. They have stuff for you to use and print, as well as Office Depot as well. You can customize flyers there on the website. One of the things I've seen people do, they put a catalog in their employee lunchroom. I've seen some teachers do that. I've seen some teachers put satin hands in their bathrooms, or in their, they have like a staff area. They do that sometimes, where they put the satin hands, and people will say, oh my God, this feels so good. Where can I buy this? Of course, the hope is that you will have, like what I always do. Oh, this one fell off. I always have my label on products. I always have label on products. So if somebody is gifted a product, right? So for the holidays, you better make sure your label is on it. You better make sure your business card is in there for when people want to reorder. So those are just some marketing strategies that you can utilize. And what I would say, like, it shouldn't feel like work. It should feel like you should have fun. When I make the baskets, I have so much fun. I enjoy doing it. It's like a stress release for me. And so when you give that gift to somebody, you should see the smile on their faces to get that gift. It's amazing. The lives you can change and touch by gifting somebody Mary Kay for the holidays. What you can do for the holidays as well, any new clients that you're getting, make sure, what I usually do when people make purchases, because sometimes when they're doing purchases and they haven't been facial, we don't take their information. You need to make sure you have their information and add them to the PCP program. Sometimes we forget to do it, because I've talked to consultants and they say, oh yeah, I forgot to get their information. The receipt has the request for information at the top. So you can put the information for the client there, and I would like quickly add them to your in touch. And when you add them, then Mary Kay automatically will send they'll send e-news to them for you, but also for the quarter, they send you could send catalogs, you send samples out to them for ridiculous cost. And so it's part of the marketing for you got to spend to get. So if you're spending 90 cents to earn $300, it's a win-win for me. That's how I look at it. Any questions, thoughts, or comments before we have 1 minute? I'll leave the 1 minute for questions. And by the way, this is streamed. So anybody that missed, any consultants that missed this event, this training, make sure you tell them to hop on. All right. So it is, any questions? We have 1 minute. If not, I'm going to, who's ready to have their holiday look or learn about their holiday look? Because I'm ready. I'm gonna be, well, you're ready, right?
Yes, I'm ready because I've been playing with my makeup like for the last.
I see you, Natalia.
Yes, I'm getting a lot better. And I didn't even.
Yeah, I see you. I see some of your pictures. And Miss Alex, she's already the queen of colors.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, oh, Alex, I'll talk to you actually. I'll talk to you after. There's something coming up this weekend. All right. So I am excited because tonight I wanted to show you how to get glammed up for the holidays. I don't know if my lighting is great. Is that better? No.
No, now
Okay.
it's better.
That's better. Okay. So I'm going to show you how I get glammed up for the holidays, but not only that, I want to show you like how you can also have fun at the same time. Now, before I came on, I did cleanse my eyes, so I'm not going to show you that. So I did use my oil-free eye makeup remover. I need to change my background. I did change my, use my oil-free eye makeup remover, and you know, clean with your micellar water. That helps to break down the makeup. But I also use my skincare. I wanted to save time, so I'm not using it here tonight. But I did wash my face because I wanted to wash off any grime and leave my face nice and clean. And I did moisturize. So I did my my day cream. Actually, I have an order for this I need to mail out. And then tonight, after I'm done with you guys and I'm ready for bed, I am gonna take off what I have on my makeup and I'm gonna put my night cream on, of course. So that's the difference, right? So you're gonna make sure that even though you are putting on makeup, you are taking care of your skin, what's underneath, because yeah, you can cover it all up with makeup, but what is really going on underneath? And also, you want your makeup to stay put for the holidays. You want to make sure you are using your primers. So I did put my primer on over my eyes. So this is the eye primer. So this allows my makeup to stay put, right? My eyeshadow to stay put for a long day. So this can last even 12 hours sometimes. I'm up and about and people will say, oh my God, I love your makeup. Guess what? It's all in the primer and the finishing spray. I did use my mattifier and I used my primer, my foundation primer. That's different. So foundation primer, I put all over, minus the eyes, of course, I already primed that. And then the mattifier, the oil mattifier, I put that in my T-zone. It is the bomb. So if you want, again, your face doesn't stay oily and also you get that nice matte finish, then I would recommend this. Oil mattifier. I sell a ton of these too, by the way. All right. So first things first, when I'm doing my makeup, I always do my brows. So the brows go first. I did have it on early and I cleaned it off, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. Hold on, let me I'm going to put it on my view so I can see. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do first, you want to groom your brows, right? So you groom your brows by going upward. If you're not skilled, I actually just started, I've used stencils before, So if you want to use a stencil, it's totally up to you. But that's kind of one of the first things I do. I love doing my brows first because then it allows me to clean it up. I am using the dark brunette liner. So the brow liner, I'm using the dark brunette. And for time, I'm not gonna spend too much time doing that, but I kind of go here. You can measure if you're not sure for the points, and you could draw that, put that dot and then line it out. You guys have seen me do that before, so I'm kind of a little bit better at this, so I don't have to spend a ton of time because we're not really focusing on brows tonight. But you want to go up with upward strokes, right? And you're gonna see the difference once I'm done. So I'm just using the pencil tonight. Usually I'll use my espresso powder. I'm not doing that tonight. And if you guys are not seeing me, let me know. But really what I wanted to focus on tonight, I wanted to focus on the colors that I'm using for the holidays. Look at the difference here. So it still looks a little bit messy, but I'm going to show you how now, and you put it to your desired width, right? I don't think I've seen some brows come all the way out here. I don't know about all that. I don't like that at all. You've seen that, right, Natalia? I know, and Alex, I don't know if you've seen that some of the brows look ridiculous, so I'm not a big fan.
Yes.
And I do the same thing with the other side. And again, you can make your own peak. Like I said, I do have a stencil that I started using recently. It's interesting. I mean, I don't have to, but it's just less cleanup. And now I just kind of go underneath, and you want to kind of let it feather out at the end. So wider here, and then upward strokes, and then I'll clean it up. And there is a color for everybody. You don't have to use dark brunette. If you want to just do brunette, that works too. All right, hang on, guys. I forgot my brush. Hold on. The brush, it is so important to have the right brush. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, I thought I had my concealer brush, but I like to use my concealer brush because it's very precise and it's easier for me to clean up my brows. So the color that I'm using to clean up my brows, the concealer, I use light bronze, or sometimes I use deep beige. And I don't use a lot, just a little bit. See, look at that. So now what I'm gonna do is I go underneath and I kind of tidy up my brows. And I do the same thing to the top. I go up top and I use my concealer brush and I tidy up. See, look at that. Look how much, you see how much more defined it looks now? And then that same color, you can just kind of blend it in. You can use your finger if you want, or if you want to use a blending sponge, you could do that. But all I have to tell you is that the more you do it, the better you get. Look at my brows. If I wanted it to be skinnier, I could do that too, right? I just go right in. Gonna do the same thing to the other side. And if you can be interactive too if you have any questions. Go in, and it doesn't, remember, your brows are twins, not sisters. I mean, sorry, they're sisters, not twins, so they're not gonna look exactly alike. All right, and same thing. You can do this, clean it up. And if you want more of an arch, you can create your own, you can kind of create your own, whatever you want. And if you're not sure of your colors, let me know, I can help you with that. All right, so I just put the same concealer and I'm just gonna kind of blend that in. So now what some people also do for the brows, once they do the brows, they'll also put their color concealer they'll put their color concealer here. When I say that, it's the one that matches their skin tone, right? So if I wanted to, I could have put the deep concealer on my eyelid, but I don't have to. I just use it to kind of highlight. All right, so now that I have cleaned my brows, I'm going to focus on the eyes because that takes a little bit of time, and I really wanted to show you guys how we can create that holiday look. Now, for the holidays, one of the colors that I really love to use during the holidays is I love to do silver eyes, you know, kind of like that nice shimmery look. So I'll show you some of the palettes that I have. Here, I'll use this one so you guys can see it. And then I'll mention the colors that will give you that look. So here's the palette. You could tell I've been using my colors. That's my palette. I know, I wish I could have 10 of these. So the colors that I'm going to be using to create this look, and you can do the same thing too. You could do granite. So granite is more of a shimmery color. And then shadow or onyx in the outer corner, or you can use stormy. So these are all silvery colors. So stormy, granite, and shadow and onyx. So those are some of your colors that can create that holiday look. And then as your base, you could use you could do crystalline, or you could do biscotti or blossom, any one of those. All right. So if you're not sure of those colors, go back, look at your catalog. Now, when I'm using eyeshadow, I always have different brushes. If you don't have brush, you have it as a consultant, you get it at half off. So make sure you have a smudger brush, all over eyeshadow brush, and a crease brush. I have 2 crease brushes because this was the one they had before, which I like. And then this is a new one, which I also like. So I use both of them for different things. The other thing I usually have when I'm doing my makeup, I always have like an extra like paper towel or tissue, because then I like to dust off any excess. I dust it over that. Or if I'm using one brush multiple times, I'll clean off any excess that's on there. All right, any questions, ladies? All right. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base. And your base can be, so you can use biscotti as your base. Some people love moonstone as your base. Some people use crystalline as your base, because crystalline is a little shimmery. So some people use that as the base. You don't have to. I mean, it's up to you. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And it's very light, so it's not a bright color. And I'm just gonna go all over my eyelid. Now I'm giving you just, you know, some basic things, not too complicated, to you know, so that you can reproduce the same thing when you have your own, and you do your own. All right, so what colors am I using? So you notice I went all over my eyelid, all over the eyelid here. So what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna start with this kind of, I don't know if you guys could see this. It's the stormy color that it has a nice shimmer to it. So if you want to look in your catalog, you can look, but it has a nice shimmer. So that's the one I'm gonna go with first, because I like that color. So I'm gonna use the crease brush, and I'm gonna go into my crease. So this is where I'm gonna go, right? And I'm gonna form a C with my crease brush. The other option with this, you can use that same color. You could have used it to form a V, right? Do the same thing. Sorry, I need a mirror. I'm gonna use my mirror here. Sorry, you guys. Oh, can you guys still see me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna use my mirror, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do, like a semi-circular pattern over my eyes, right? And I'm gonna show you how starting out like this, yeah, it may look crazy, but it's all in the blend, it's all in the brush. It's all in the blend, it's all in the brush. And now what I'm gonna do is on the lower part here, or we can start out here, it's up to you. I'm gonna use my smudger brush. And what I like about the smudger brush, you see that point that it has? And I'm gonna use my matte color, and I'm gonna do this with it. I'm gonna go outward. So then, once I form that sideways V, now I'm gonna use my eyeshadow brush and fill that in. I'm gonna mute you, Alex, because I'm hearing background noise. And so now I can fill that in and not overdoing it, you know? Right? Now, here's a trick as well. If that color is, if you find that it's too bold, you can easily put your concealer. So I would use a concealer that matches my eyes and go over that with the concealer. So that's an option. You can kind of not the entire eye, but you can go over this area. And what the concealer will do is not going to completely hide it, but you will kind of, you know, make it pop so that you can put another color over it. So not make it pop, but make it kind of dull it down a little bit so that you can put another color over it. And so now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to do my sideways, my V. And when it comes on to holiday look, I love to make the lips pop a lot. So my lips are going to pop with the gray. What color? Tell me. Let me see. What color do you think you would put with the eyeshadow that I'm doing? If you want to get a makeup look, what color would you put with the lips? So right now I'm just dusting off the excess. You always want to dust off the excess. So for the lips, what color would you put? You can put whatever you want. That's my point. You can put whatever you want. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my favorite colors to use. I love crystalline. Or what you can do, you remember that fall palette that came out? Natalia, if you have not tried that fall palette, you probably won't.
Just ordered it last night.
Okay.
I
have to tell you, I have one of my clients, she's a travel nurse, and she called me. She said, Kenisha, you know, you told me about this palette. She ordered like a couple of $100. I gave it to her as a gift. And she said that palette, she said, I had people stopping me and said, oh my God, you have those cat eyes and you look amazing. The color on your eyes, she's getting so many compliments from it. All right. So if you have not, so you can actually use, the reason I said that, there is, I actually have it here with me. I'm going to show you because I play around with colors a lot.
I see you definitely play with your colors.
Yes. Oh, yes. And don't be afraid. And I know Alex is one of them that loves to play with colors. That was one of the things that attracted me to her when we met. She was wearing, I think, a green eyeliner. I was like, oh, she's my kind of girl. All right, so I use that shimmer and really make the eyes pop, right? Now, once you do that, you want to blend. So now this is where my other smudger brush comes in. I'm sorry, is this my smudger? Yeah, eye smudger brush. So I use this because it's nice to let everything blend nicely together. Before I do that though, remember that fall palette? And I'm about to buy a couple more because it is the bomb. Not only is it great as a gift, it is great. Oh, one of my other palettes just fell, but it's okay. All right, so what I like about this palette, I'm going to show you that the colors, so the colors that are here, see those colors? I love this one. I mean, I love all of them, but I'm just saying for this look, I could take a little bit of here, a little bit from it, and I'll just go right in the corner of my eye. It's right there, right in the corner here. I like that. And I just dab and press, dab and press. You see how it just makes my eyes pop there? Look at the difference. And I'm doing the same thing with the other eye. Dab. So I dust off the excess. And there are times I will even go in further with that as well. All right, any questions so far? So now I borrowed some of the colors from here. So I really don't need anything else from that palette. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my blending. I'm gonna use my blending brush to just kind of blend it together so everything looks nice and smooth. Because remember, we started here, I did some here, I did here, and I did here. So I want it to look nice and blended, right? To not where it looks so much like it's separated. See that? See the difference? And then I'll do the same thing on the other eye. Just blend it, blend it, blend it. And you can even, if you want to add more colors, you want to put a concealer over here and add another color there. I mean, you can feel free to do that as well. All right, now here's one of the other things that I do as well. I do love my correcting, where is it? Hold on, let me find it. Under eye corrector is the bomb. Even though they say, okay, if you know, darker skin don't have to use it, I don't care. I love it. I put a little bit, you know, you don't need a lot. I put a little bit. You can use a blending sponge to do it, and you can let that sit. Or if you want, you can use your fingers. I like to use a blending sponge, right? But I just had an order for actually 2 of these, somebody I introduced to the under eye corrector. She loves it. You want to let, one of the key things when you're doing makeup, you got to let it dry. That's one of the key things when you're doing your makeup, you got to let it dry. You can't, and when I say let it dry, so like this, I usually put it on. I have other things that I do in the morning time, and then I'll go and get those things done while this is sitting there. So, but again, for time purposes, we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to just kind of guide you and show you how you can make that work. Now, next step. So once I do that, and I don't know if you saw my post, like if you want to, like, you know, you could put a concealer here for your marionette lines. If you have 11s here, you know, you can fill those in with the concealer before you put on your foundation. It's totally up to you. You can even put some here, a little bit at the corner of your mouth, right? Again, time is everything. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time doing that. I'm ready for my foundation. Do that. Some people choose to put on their mascara next. So I use 2 colors because we find a lot of darker skin tend to have 2 skin tones. So because of that, we have to sometimes mix the foundations. Not always, but sometimes. So I'm mixing 140 and 160. I usually start, you want to start on the area where you need the most coverage, and that's on your cheek. All right. And then I spray my brush. So 1 spray with my liquid foundation brush and my finishing spray, 1 spray. And I'm going to show you, I'm in love with the gel blushes. I don't know if you guys have tried those. That was a couple months ago that those came out. Have you tried it yet, Natalia, the cream blushes?
No, I haven't.
But you have it though, right? I think you have it.
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. It is my new favorite thing to use because even at the end of the day, the colors are still put on your cheek. It is awesome. It's actually my new favorite. All right, sorry guys, I'm using my mirror here to help me. All right, so when you're applying foundation, you want to go downward and blend. Actually, you don't want to drag on the face. You want to blend. And you put as much as you want. If you want more coverage, then you want to apply more, especially with the new foundations that they have that are also anti-aging, and these also have resveratrol in there. Then you may need, these are lighter. So I find that I usually have to apply more to get the coverage, the desired coverage. So don't be afraid to add a little bit extra if you feel like you need it. All right, and so I get close to the brows. And this particular foundation brush, I like it because it doesn't soak up your foundation. All right, and so I keep blending until the foundation looks natural. It's disappeared into your skin. You're happy with the desired look. I also get my décolleté, right? We don't want to leave out the décolleté. We don't say necks because only turkeys have necks, right? And you just get that nice and desired look. Now, finishing spray is what's going to really help you to keep this baby on all day. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time there. But the other thing that I do as well, I do go back and I go underneath here and I do my concealer again. So again, meaning if you want, you could have done the concealer before, or I use the under eye corrector, right? So I'm using my, wait, am I using the right one? Yeah, this is my beige concealer. And I don't need a whole lot, right? And then you can just blend it in. You can use a blending sponge. And you want to kind of do it in that like triangular pattern. The reason I do that is because I'm going to end up putting my translucent powder over that and just let that sit. We don't have a lot of time, so we're not going to let it sit too long to do it. I want to show you the cream blushes. So we're going to pretend that I did put it and it did sit there, right? If you want to narrow the bridge of your nose, you could go down the center with the concealer, because the concealer also can serve as a highlighter when I'm using a lighter shade, right? You use your concealer brush, go down the middle, use your finger to blend, or you can use a blending sponge if you want, depending on the look that you're going for. Of course, if you're doing that, then you want to make sure that you're also using your contouring powder or contouring stick. Not going to spend a lot of time on that, but you can go down the side of your nostril and then blend that in. I'm not going to do that tonight. But what I do want to show you, so let me put on my powder. So I am going to put the translucent powder. And where do I put that? In my T-zone, but also I kind of dusted under my eye where I just put the concealer, and then I go up in my T-zone. It helps with oil. So if you tend to have oily skin, oil control, you can do that as well. It helps. Translucent powder. Mary Kay better not get rid of this because, you know, they're always upgrading, but that is one that I can tell you that I use that a lot. All right, once we do that, and usually during this time, I would wait a little bit. Again, time doesn't allow me to, but now what I do is the areas that I did not put anything on, like powder, I'm gonna use my light bronze mineral powder and go over that. Right? And you go in this area as well, my temple. So wherever I did not do my translucent, that is where I'm doing my color powder. There we go. And I get my décolleté. And at this point too, you can also do your finishing spray. Now, this is my new favorite that I've been using. So lip wise, before I show you what I'm talking about, lips, exfoliate. You want to have kissable lips for the holidays. Exfoliate with the sugar scrub. And then of course, follow up with the balm. That will make sure you have nice kissable lips. Now, these are the colors I've been using a lot. Every morning now, I'm literally using them because I find that even when I put my mask on at work, I still see it even at the end of the day. So this is the cream color. I'm using two colors to get that ombre look. So I'm using the rosy and I'm using the berry color. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And I prefer the blend with the brush versus with my finger. I just use my finger to tap and then I use the brush to apply. I love the look with it. So with this, you have to be very careful because it can come out. A lot of it can come out. You don't want that. So I'm just going to put a little bit here. I don't need a lot. That's the color. And I just go 2 dots, right? Those are just 2 dots that I'm going to do. And you want to go higher than your cheekbone. So the cheekbone is here. You want to go a little bit higher because these are cream colors. 1, 2, right? These are cream colors. So they go on nice and smooth. And so I'm going to show you how you can really get a nice blend. Then I get my berry color. That's my berry color. And I do 1 dot there. And then I do 1 here, right? Right above. So you find your cheek and then you go a little bit above that. Not too much. You got to leave space for the highlighter. And then I'm just going to take my blending brush and then I'm going to blend. I'm telling you, I've been using this so much and I like the way they look together. So smile and then you go circular, 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 go a little bit upward. And of course, you know, after a while, the colors will crystallize, right? What do you think? Look at that. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. So notice I'm kind of holding the brush like so because it's a narrow area. And so now I can just blend and go upward, right? Look at the difference. It is the bomb. So that's what I've been doing lately. Then you can get your highlighter. This kit that just came out, I don't know if you saw that. This brush is so soft. So this is a highlighting brush. I love it. So I've been using this brush to apply my highlighter. I'm using one of our limited edition rose. What is this one? Rose Sapphire. Yeah. Anyway, I'm using my highlighter. That's my highlighter. And I'm just going to take that brush, which is from our limited edition that just came out, and just kind of go up top, highlight that area. And then above where I did my blush, I dust off the excess. And I'm just going to go upward there. Doing the same thing with the other side. Go upward. So if you're not sure where to highlight, you smile. And that's right above that cheekbone. That's what you highlight, right? And this area. Highlight, you're bringing attention to. All right, once we do that, then I can go in with my liner. Here's my eyeliner. All right, you guys learning so far? You're learning. Or anything you're gonna take away maybe? All right, so I'm just gonna do my liner really quick. I am using the gel eyeliner. The reason I like the gel eyeliner, especially for the holidays, it stays put. When I use this, I really don't have to worry about it running and bleeding. It's gel, and so it stays put. And so let me put my, oh, my mirror is here. You want to get as close to the water line as possible when you're applying your liner. Some people like thin, some like it thick. It's up to you. And it can be like, you know, you start outward and work your way in. Get as close to the water line, and then you decide how thick you want it. All right, and there's my eye. There's my eye with the liner, and there it is without the liner. What do you guys think? Which do you prefer? I think I prefer it with the liner. And then doing the same thing to the other eye. So for the holidays, you could do shimmers, you could do silver. If you want to do gold on the eyes, you can. Get close to the water line. Again, for the last eye. And then last but not least, I'm going to put on my lips. Now, I did ask a question earlier, when you have your eyes like this, what color lips would you do? For silver, I do love silver with plums. If you want to do silver with red, for red lips for the holidays, that's totally up to you. Feel free to go bold. So I'm just gonna, oh, we're almost out. We're out of time. I'm gonna go quickly. We're almost done. Thank you for your patience. So I'm lining my lips with the berry liner. Why do you line your lips? It prevents your lipstick, lip gloss from bleeding. And it can help it to stay on all day. So if I wanted to, I could come in further. I'm doing an X at my widow's peak. See there, lining. And if you want to, you can come in even further with that lip liner, and that lipstick will stay put all day long. All day long, how do you make it stay put? You could do couple blots, 2 to 3 blots, and last application, and your lip gloss or lipstick will stay on. And then I'm using Very Famous, one of my favorites. And top. How do you make sure that lipstick doesn't stay on your teeth? You can, once you apply your lipstick or lip gloss, you pull it out, put your finger in, pull it out, and then whatever excess is there on your lips will come off on your finger, and that should help. So that's my holiday look, you guys. What do you think?
Beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you.
Job well done. You always
Yes.
do a marvelous job.
Oh, thank you. So that is my holiday look, you guys. I went from bare to now square, right? Anyway, so now I'm just gonna finish off with my finishing spray. And then I'm gonna form, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spray in an X format and then a T, and then I'm done. I love the finishing spray. I never leave home without it. So finishing spray, and that helps your makeup to stay put. Now, you've probably seen me do other makeups where I do a little bit more. For time purposes, I didn't spend a whole lot of time with highlighting, contouring, or even more stuff that I would have done on the brows. But I wanted to really focus on really how you can just change your look for the holidays. And that will get people stop and ask you questions, right? So what I'm gonna just share really quick is like, what does it take? So people that are watching the replay, if you wanna order, if you wanna get the holiday look from your consultant, you can get the same holiday look too. You can pick your own, but these are just some of the options they have. So remember, we mentioned at the beginning that you can pretty much, you want to make sure you're taking care of your skin underneath your makeup. It's not just about slapping on makeup. It's what's going on underneath. You want it to look good with makeup and without makeup. So we do have skincare bundles that you can do combined with the roller bag. We get the roller bag for free. Talk to your consultant about that. We do have Love Your Eyes bundles. So I did use the primer. I didn't use the mascara tonight, but yes, you would definitely use the mascara to make your eyes pop. We do have brushes as well. And of course, if you want to get any of the palettes or the colors that we chose tonight, you can feel free to do that. And talk with your consultant about the options. We did use the primer. We used foundation. I did use the eye primer, the setting powder, mascara definitely you want to use. And then of course, the brushes and the palette, or you can create your own palette. And of course, grooming the brows would include the brow tint, brow liner. It's the brow liner. This is the brow tint, and that gives your brow colors. And then of course, the eyebrow brush. So literally for the holidays, if you want that full-on glamour look and you want those different options, then we can do that for you too. So talk to your consultant about how we can go ahead and create that look. All right, any questions, you guys? If not, any questions, thoughts, or comments, you have the opportunity to do that now. If not, we're gonna sign off for the night. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us for our holiday look. I hope you had fun. And I hope from this video, you will actually feel more comfortable doing your own makeup for the holidays and not be afraid. But if you have any questions, we are here, but talk with your consultant so that we can go ahead and create that customized look for you. Natalia, did you have something to say? I think I saw you unmute.
I would just say have a good night.
All right, thank you so much. Alex, have a wonderful night.
Good night, Alex.
All right. Good night, ladies.